had to do it eventually. Yeah, I had to. This video is not gonna be fun. It's very, very hard to talk about because it's still a fresh wound. My dog, Sadie, passed away 2 months ago. On March 29th, 2022. That was the day. And I just, really miss her. And I really try to keep my life off of the internet. But I feel like I have to do this for her. Because she was in videos. And I miss her so much. And my gut just tells me that I need to do this. It's not gonna be a funny video. There's not gonna be any jokes. No jokes. I just want to get it over with because it's still a fresh wound and it's just hard to deal with. This year has taken a lot out of me. And it's only June. It's only June. And it's already taken everything away from me. This year is worse than 2020, in my opinion. Just in my personal experiences. This year is worse. And it's just so much crap has happened, from people being mean at school to just issues, and then Sadie. You guys probably know who I'm talking about. Sadie, my dog. If you don't know, I'll pull up a picture. Should be right there. That's her. Just a sweet, very, very sweet dog. She was really funny. She made me get through times that, when I was feeling down. She helped me through those tough times when I would come home from school and I would feel like garbage. She helped by greeting me at the door every day. And she got into a lot of trouble. I had to yell at her a lot, and I'm not saying she shouldn't have been, well, it makes it sound like I was, disciplined, but, not in that way. It's just, she teared a lot of things, and she had to be yelled at, but when I did it on video, I just look back and I can't watch. I just can't watch it because, and I can't really hear her bark because it makes me sad. And I'm just gonna have to get through everything. I'm gonna tell you guys everything. And please just be respectful in the comments, okay? Because I don't think we need arguments in the comments. Because this is very serious, and this video is about death and family members of yours dying. It's too soon. It's very too soon. In my gut, I had to make this video. had to, and let me just tell you guys the story. About a week before her passing, she passed on March 29th, 2022. About a week before, she was already showing signs. And, this is the first real time that, we had somebody close who was dying. So we had no idea what was going on. We just kind of thought that she was, we just kind of thought that she was sick. But it ended up being something even more serious than that. And the thing is that we don't know for sure. And it's very aggravating that we'll never know. But we really did try to make her better. It sounds like we didn't do anything. We did. We tried everything. But I think we took her to the vet when it was too late. Because she was already just gone. But about a week before, she was showing signs, like throwing up. And, it eventually got to the point where, she wasn't, going, she wouldn't use the bathroom. And she was throwing up. Sorry. And then it eventually got to the point where she couldn't eat. She had trouble eating. And that's when we knew something was up. So, I would want to say, 2 or 3 days before she passed, I think 2 days. It was on a Tuesday when she passed. So I believe it was Sunday or something like that. Just honestly heartbreaking, and this is not fake. This is real. This is real. She's not here anymore. But anyway, she had trouble eating. We took her to the vet. She couldn't even drink anymore. And then it got to the point where she could not walk. She couldn't even run. And when she would bark, it just sounded off. I didn't hear it for myself. She couldn't even bark or growl. And when she did, it sounded very off. It didn't even sound like her. Well, I didn't hear it. I never got to hear it. But from what, my family's saying, it sounded off. And I believe them. And God, I miss her. And before you know it, it was the day before March 28th, the night of March 28th. We were all in there, gathered around her. We really tried to not stress her out, because I know she was very overwhelmed. We just tried to be by her side. We were doing everything. We were trying to, make sure she was, fed. She could not even eat that much. She couldn't even eat that much. And, before you know it, I went to bed. And it was March 29th, midnight. You know, I had actually booked, okay, the night before, I had seen her, I seen her smiling. So I just thought, you know, oh my God, she might be okay, you know, she might be getting better. I mean, I don't know why I would think that, because again, I didn't know the signs. I didn't know the signs. So I just thought she was getting better. I thought she maybe was just sick. But no, she was actually she was just dying. And I wish we would have took her before we knew. Before it was too late. But we didn't know. We didn't know, okay? We weren't just letting it happen. We did not know, okay? Just want to make that clear. And it was the night of the 29th. And, you know, I went to bed. Just had seen her, you know, smiling. So I thought she might be getting better. She may have just been sick. Well, I was wrong. The night of the 29th, around 2 a.m., she had started. I didn't hear this. I was fast asleep because I'm a heavy sleeper. So I didn't hear any of it. But she had started throwing up. She threw up 3 times. And after that point, she had, you know, and of course it was in, you know, they had took her out to see if she would use the bathroom. She just stood there and then went back in. She couldn't even barely walk. And at that point, she had went to sit on the couch. And I was sleeping on the couch. So she had saw me. And this part breaks my heart. She was sitting on the couch, just staring at me, watching me sleep for a good few hours. And I had woke up at 6. It was 6:09 a.m. I had woken up, and the first thing I saw was her. I was so surprised. I was surprised to see her. But we just made eye contact. And I was just wondering how long she had been there. Because it was 6 a.m. 6:09 a.m. And I went over to pet her. Little did I know, I think she was slowly, her organs were shutting down. Very slowly. And I don't even think she knew she was even there. I don't even think she... Sorry about that, the camera cut off. She was just kind of... I don't even think she knew she was there. I don't even think she knew I was petting her, but I think she was really trying to just stay there for us, and that breaks my heart. She's trying to do it for us. I miss seeing her smile. I really do. I miss it. Anyway, she didn't know she was there. She was trying to do it for us. So it was a good hour, you know. I was just kind of petting her on my phone, you know, waiting for school. And then it was 7 a.m. And, you know, my parents went to wake my sister up. And she had gotten up off that couch. And she had ran. I was like, oh my God, like, she ran. Like, I thought she couldn't get up. Little did we know, I think that wore her out. Because, like I said, her organs were slowly shutting down. And she couldn't really... She shouldn't have did that. I'm just saying that I feel like that really wore her out. but I miss her so much. It keeps cutting off, I'm sorry. Anyway, I, had to go to school. I didn't really want to go for some reason. I just didn't feel like it. But I had to, so I didn't miss any work. So I was at school, and not that long after is when crap really got real. Me and my sister actually had to go too. This is the one for the voice actor Timothy, Chelsea. So I just don't wanna. Anyway, not long after, because we had to go to school, it was 7 a.m. And 7:30, I believe, is when we left, or 7:20, around that time. And about not that long after is when it really got real. I am so sorry. I don't know why it does that. Anyway, what was I? Oh yeah. At this point, it was 8 a.m. 8 in the morning is when it get really real. According to my parents, Sadie was just kind of running, and she fell, and she could not get up. And, she was freaking out, because there was only 2 people, my mom and, Haley, who is, by the way, the voice actor of Cookie. But anyway, they were panicking, because Sadie had fell. And it was probably like 9, and this was bad. Luckily, well, I shouldn't even say that. She wasn't gone at that time. And they were about to take her to the vet again. So a few hours later, luckily, my sister was just kind of, looking out for Sadie during those hours. And, then 1 p.m. rolled around. Again, I'm still in school. I don't get out until 3. So this is just very setting up for a bad thing. It was probably about 1:30, maybe, or 1 something. It was around that time. They were about to take her to the vet. They were getting ready to go take her. And, unfortunately, Sadie just, really could not take it. I feel like she was getting a bit stressed out. And she started having, I think what I would probably call it was she started having some spasms. And I couldn't witness this, but according to Haley, it was very traumatizing. And it was out of her control. And she was doing all types of stuff, like with, like her face, like with her muscles that she could not control. Like her legs and stuff, her tail. Stuff she could not have control over because she was having a spasm. And then, unfortunately, a few minutes later, they were getting ready they were literally about to take her, and Sadie stopped the spasms, and she had her final last few breaths, and then she just, she really tried hard to push through, but at 140, she stopped breathing, and then she passed away. And, I'm really gonna, she was a big part of my life. Even of how much she had scratched my face when she was a puppy. I would take that back any day. Because I miss her. Sorry, my phone died. I miss her. And 2 hours later, after that happened, or just about an hour, me and Chelsea came home, and we had to get the unfortunate news that Sadie was no longer here. And of course, as you already know, loads of tears were shed, and just seeing her lifeless body and just seeing her face like that and how cold she was just really made me have a breakdown. And it's been 2 months, and yeah. Wow. It's been hard to make this video, but I had to do it. I did it for her. I did it for her. I'm sorry that this is boring, but I'm genuinely just sad. I've had so much tears. I had so much tears just flow down my face, and it's basically what it's felt like. And, it came to a point where we had to bury her. Well, I can show at least one picture. It's like we had to put her in this thing to bury her with, this little container thing, and it had her name on it. I'll put it right here. That was a day after. That whole night, when it came down to nighttime, me and my sisters could not sleep. We just kept waking up. And this is the first time we've lost somebody so close. She was basically our sister. She was our pet sister, our dog. Beautiful angel. And she just went through so much pain. She tried so hard to be here with us, but she just could not make it through. And it just breaks my heart on, she really tried for us. And I know this doesn't really relate, but, well, it kind of does. But back 4th of July last year, Sadie, Sadie, I didn't really share this, but Sadie is afraid of fireworks. She hates fireworks. So when it came around that time when people were doing fireworks, we were outside watching them. Sadie was always so scared of fireworks. She would always shake at fireworks. And she stayed outside. And she embraced her fear to be with us because she knew that we would protect her. It just breaks my heart, bro. She did it for us. She cared. That's love right there. That is love, guys. That is love. I truly think that is true love. She cared so much. And she didn't want us to be so down about it. And it's just so much, bro. I just can't believe it. And she just really tried. And I know she did. And I love her. I always want to make it known. I know she never liked me because I wanted to pet her all the time and I got in her face. But just know, Sadie, it was all out of love, okay? I loved you a lot. I miss you. I just want to make that known. I really miss you. Because you were one of the best, things in my life. You comforted me when I came home from school. She really did. And I've cried a lot, and I've had a very bad life, especially this year. I've been bullied and everything, and she just is gone, and I'm here to pay my respect, and I'm gonna try to move on and just think happy. Of course, not forgetting her. I'm not gonna forget her, okay? Never. I'll never forget her. She is my sister. I can't forget her. She's just the best thing to happen. And I always had just thought of the worst. Like, nobody ever wanted to think that Sadie was gonna die this year. Like, at the start of this year, with the countdown, we never would have thought that would have happened. And the doctors never really found out what it was. It was probably, they've had some theories. It may have been like throat cancer or some type of cancer. I think it might have been throat cancer, but again, I'm not for sure. So don't quote me on anything because nobody's for sure. There's one thing I need to mention. I'm sorry. One thing I need to mention. The day that we were burying her, I don't know if you ever heard of this, but redbirds are supposed to mean the people who have died in your life, are, looking over you or something like that, you know what I mean? Well, I had another dog, our family had another dog, named Sassy, and back in the 2000s. And, you know, she was a very good dog. I don't remember her at all because I was 4 months old when she died. But, you know, she had loved me too. And, of course, I only really remember Sadie because we had got her all the way back. And actually, on my birthday in 2014. So about a long time ago, 8 years ago, really. Wow. She was 7. Sadie was 7 years old. I think like 40 or almost 50 in dog years. So, yeah. I would say she lived a very great life. And Sadie, I just want to say thank you for all the funny, all the scratching memories, all the you scratching me in the face. You were very funny, I will say. You were very funny. And when I think about your smile, I would do anything to see that smile. Just that beautiful smile, and she wasn't in pain. And she didn't want us to go through the pain when she died, and she just didn't want us to. She just didn't want us to go through all the pain, but she couldn't take it anymore. She couldn't take all the spasms, all the things, all the, you know, like she was just in pain. And again, we had no idea. This is the first time that anything like that's ever happened. And just take this as a lesson. You know, when you have a pet, or just really anybody in your life, just enjoy everything. Because it can just happen like that. Life can just twist everything around and just take them away. But of course, it's part of life. It's a part of it. I never ever would have imagined that would happen this year. I mean, yeah, she was getting old. I don't think it was old age because she was getting sick. I think it might have been some type of cancer. God. I'm gonna try to get off of here, but Sadie, if you don't know what that means, it basically means I, love you. Because I do. And I love y'all. I love my family. I love the people who made my life enjoyable. I love my friends, the few friends that I do have. I love all y'all. I know I don't have that much fans, and that's fine, I guess. I just want to make content that makes people laugh. I don't like making depressing content. I want to make positive content, but of course life is not always positive. So there's going to be a few negative content on my channel. But I just genuinely try to make people laugh, and it fails miserably. I always get comments and stuff, but this video ain't about me, okay? It's about the beautiful soul that is no longer with us. But all I can say is that she's just not in pain. And knowing that is great. Because nobody wants to live like that. Nobody wants to live having, cancer. Cancer is a very horrible thing. It's serious. And sometimes it's not even, sometimes it just does a lot, and it just takes him out like that, and it's just not a good thing. Again, I love you, Sadie. I love all y'all. I love my family. You know, my friends. People who made my life enjoyable and not miserable. Instead of just, you know, bullying me. My friends. I love everybody. Just not the people who made my life miserable, made me go through pain. But yeah, I love you, Sadie. And just rest easy. Just thought I would lighten up the mood a little bit. So here's a picture of the day we were burying her, but there was another dog up there, and he's a very, very cute dog. He looks like Sadie. He's black like Sadie. It's pretty cool. And he's a very cute dog, and it was cool to see a dog after, you know, what happened. Love you all. Rest easy, Sadie.